Ahoy, fellow LinkedIners. I am eternally optimistic about consulting and my work with agencies, but I had an experience yesterday where I had, usually I do my whole analysis. I call it a benchmark. I interview people at the agency. I look at things across process and the portfolio, and then I put together some reports, and I like to send those ahead of time so that the head of the agency can consume them, and then we get together and we talk about the most important things. Now that AI can really take all of that information, all the interviews, all the files, and my intellectual property and systems, and create really better deliverables, more detail. It takes a challenge which is overwhelming people, which I already have even before AI. And now it's like, okay, there's way too much information to a CEO for a CEO or a leadership team to consume. And so I'm in this benchmark, you know, call, and I'm sitting there thinking, you know, am I AI right now? Am I just a facilitator? Because this person would ask a question, and I found myself going, okay, well, that's in this part of the report. But wait a minute. Eventually, like, here was the telling moment. There was some conflict in the call. This person said, "Oh yeah, well, we're really confident in our ability to do X." And I said, "No, absolutely not. Your team is not confident in doing that. In fact, there's plenty of evidence to the contrary." And he said, "I think you're wrong." And I said, "You know what?" And I pulled up Claude and into the project where I had all the interviews that I had created, all the stuff. And I said, "What? How does the team feel about our ability to do X?" And it said, "No, absolutely not. Everyone unanimously agrees that this is totally not a skill that we have. And here are 5 bullet points as to why that is a fact." And immediately, that topic was squashed. So it. Why create the documentation and the reports in the first place when all the data is just there ready to be served? And I always tell people, let the client lead. I guess my question is, am I just in the way? I mean, granted, I asked the right questions, and I knew where to dig. Okay. Weird times. It really weird. But I'm having fun. So cheers.